I spoke with, I don't speak with them often, but I spoke with the Costco people today, and I get the feeling that whether, maybe I'm reading something into it or not, but I feel that they're being, continue to be steered towards that piece on the end of East Industrial. And they feel an obligation to look at that above all others because you recognized or you said that that was your priority. And as I pointed out at the last meeting, you noted that to the Stony Creek Association president. Matter of fact, you said that that would be the only piece at exit 56 that you would endorse for Costco or any other type of building like that. You know, all this stuff started, and you know this is true, with me and you 3 years ago, because our family asked for a fair shake, and we didn't think we were getting one, and we still don't. Now, let me finish. You know, all we're looking for is an equal opportunity up there. Now, we all know, nobody knows better than me, that if you want to stop the project, you'll find a way to do it, legal or not. So, I'd like to know what my family can do at this juncture to guarantee that we have a fair opportunity. That's all. We don't want an advantage, we don't want a disadvantage. We just want a fair opportunity for Costco to come in, or anyone else, and say, this is where we'd like to be. Branford, do you want us here? How do we make this happen? Because you said publicly, as our first selectman, that you want them there on the east side of town. Now, it's kind of a caveat. Yeah, we want them there, but only on the piece that I want. And quite frankly, and I got to pull this up again for everybody's attention, you want them on a piece that, do you want them there on that south piece of Bittersweet? Is that where you want Costco? Or do you want them to somehow gain access off East Industrial and then cross over and go up here where the old Bittersweet farm? What do you want them to do?
I'm not the engineer.
Oh, yes, you are. At this point, you're everything, because you're the one with the opinion. You're the one stopping.
I'll give it an opinion. Now, listen,
No,
I'm going to tell you why it got there. You asked Costco, and you asked Costco straight up,
Yeah.
what was the first property that I steered it to? Yours.
No, I'm sorry.
See, right away. So why am I even talking to you, Wayne?
Well, because, I'll tell you why.
Why am I talking?
Because I know 3 or 4 people at that very meeting, and everyone said to me, to the person, no, the first selectman was absolutely adamant that they go on the Bittersweet piece. Matter of fact, pardon me, but when our property came up, there was a silence in the room. Like, that wasn't even a consideration.
Wayne, you're wrong. I said, if you can drop your road off onto East Industrial Road, the Cooke site is perfect.
I told you we can.
And they said they can't.
What do you mean they can't?
So I said, well, then the only alternative is the one down the end.
Listen, that's not the way I
I'm not
understood
going
it
to argue
happening.
with you, Wayne.
You don't have to argue, but the reality is Costco is in no position, nor are you, to make any judgment whatsoever at this point. Why don't we just let them come in?
Exactly right.
So my point is,
let them do what they got to do.
do they have your approval to come in and do whatever they feel necessary to explore all the possibilities up there?
You know what? They have the right to.
Right.
All right, so that's the end of that.
No, it's not the end of that, because I know how it works. They may think they come in, as others do, but when they get to a certain point, now all of a sudden, the town hall war machine goes into action, and you stop the process. Oh, access to town hall, sorry, that's closed. Attorneys come out of the woodwork, we can't do that, we can't do this. I know how it works, all too well. So I'm just saying, are they gonna get a fair shake, regardless whether they select our piece, Bittersweet, or any other? Are they gonna get a fair shake?
It's up to them.
No, it's up to you. I know, come on, I didn't be in here, I'm not in here for 3 years.
You blame me for that total thing on your property over there, but you gotta know the interveners cleaned their club.
No, they did
Yes,
not.
they did.
No, they did not. Come on, we can talk.
Let people follow the thing and find out what happened, and I'm
Well,
not
I'd
gonna
like to
argue
know
with
from
it
you.
anymore. They got a fair shake, they have a right to do
What
it, and do what
intervener?
they
Stop
want.
and shop?
Do what they want.
What intervener? Stop and shop?
The owner's down there.
What do you mean the owners? That's not
Okay.
true. This is what you do.
All right, that's
And
right.
you confuse people out there and they say, geez, the
Let
first
them
selectman
look
must
at
be.
the record, Wayne. Okay.
No, I want to
What else we
know,
got?
I want to know firsthand, are they going to get a fair shake? That's all I want to know. Throughout the process,
I
throughout the
think they
process.
absolutely have to be allowed to do it. I mean, nobody should be interfering with their exploration, their decision-making. They should be talking to the property owners there and seeing what kind of proposal they can put together. Just my gut feeling, none of the property on the north side of East Industrial Park Road is suitable unless there is a connector road of some sort up to Route 1, because otherwise you're going to wind up with all the traffic circulating. But given that, you know, I think both of those sites need it, one way or the other.
Of course.
And I would also like to see whatever goes on, whether it's your property or in Bittersweet, that all the access come from in there, so that from that cut-through road, just so that it doesn't queue up on Route 1 and East Industrial Park Road. But I think that's a natural with the lay of the land anyway. So process-wise, yeah, they should be absolutely free to negotiate with the property owners and come into planning and zoning with a proposal.
So what I'm hearing from all three of you, none of you have any preference where they go, as long as it's good for Grant.
Wherever's the least traffic. That, I know, I'm familiar with that piece of property only because I worked with the previous property owner on that, and that was problematic with the wetlands.
Well,
to
you
the
know,
degree.
I'm sorry, but you don't have to be a civil engineer to know that that's a very difficult piece to work with, not just in terms of topography, but look at the wetlands. There's East Industrial Road. You've got to cross probably 75 feet of wetlands just to gain dry land.
Yeah, which is a problem.
It's a problem. So, all right, that's fair for now. Thank you.